Good morning. So I'm out walking today and it's 50 degrees and it's kind of breezy, which is so funny because yesterday it was 87 degrees and like winds were like, I don't know, 2 miles per hour, very, very minimal. Makes me think about how quickly the weather changes back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it's very typical for Louisiana anyway. But are we living a life like that? Are we living a life that we just never know from day to day what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be living? Or one day we're on fire for being healthy, and the next day we're loading up on processed foods, carbs, whatever is bad out there, things that are not what we know we should be eating. So how do we stop the cycle? How do we stop changing our patterns, changing our life as it relates to health as fast as the weather changes here in Louisiana? I mean, one thing I can think of is if you have food in your house that you shouldn't be eating, don't have it in your house. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You've got either roommates or family living there and you have to have food for them. Well, if you're in a position of a parent, then you can dictate what your kids are eating. You shouldn't be giving them processed foods anyway. Some of you have a spouse that maybe isn't as willing to compromise his or her food for your well-being. Because face it, it's something, it's your path that you're on. And you can't expect everyone around you to yield to what you're doing for your health. So that's when it's time for a really good sit down with your spouse. And maybe the food that your spouse eats, if it's stuff that don't need to be refrigerated, have a designated cupboard for that one person and you don't go in it. Have a designated drawer in the refrigerator for that person and you don't go in it. The real test is going to come is when you're by yourself at home, that you don't give in to the urge to go in to their cupboard or into their drawer in the fridge. But sometimes out of sight means out of mind. And if all you see on your counters is fruits and vegetables, and all you see in your fridge is fruits and vegetables or whole foods or whatever you know is going to be good for you, that's all you see. And that will help. Number 2 would be lay low on the dining out for a while until you are in full control of what you're eating, to where you no longer have those cravings for processed foods. So then when you go out, it's easy to order a salad. It's easy to order a baked potato. It's easy to order a sweet potato, those whole foods. And you won't be swayed by what other people are ordering. I think another way that can help you is to meditate and pray. If you're spending that time alone every day with God or whoever your higher power is, mine's God, and you're spending that time alone with Him every day, it helps keep you grounded. Helps keep you, keeps your mind free and uncloudy. Speaking of grounded, that's another tip, is get some grounding in. Walk outside barefoot. Get nature into your soul. Touch a tree. Touch the leaves of a tree. Garden. Grow some of your own food. But get out in nature somehow. I mean, I walk outside every day, and that's my nature. Because I love to hear the birds and look at like snails or worms going across the sidewalks. I like to just feel the breeze on me. So being out in nature will help you be grounded. But I also suggest truly doing grounding, like walking barefoot in the grass. So these are just a few things that are coming to mind right now of things you can do to where you're not changing the way you eat like the weather. Or at least the way the weather changes here in Louisiana. So it's important that you also have your affirmations. Talk positive to yourself. Tell yourself what a good job you're doing. Tell yourself how strong you are, how beautiful you are, and how all those other foods don't bother you anymore. Tell yourself these things over and over and over again, and it will help your path stay straight. I don't think that any one of these things in themselves will keep you on that path. I think it's an accumulation of all these things that you should take into consideration when you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So keep that in mind, and y'all have a great blessed day. Go raw or go home.